Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58. Here we go. Tonight. Here we go. Green tonight. Here we go tonight. Green night tonight. Here we go. We're good. Tonight. Here we go. Tonight. Here we go. Go. Here we go. Tonight. Here we go, tonight. Tonight. Don't jump. Ready? Tonight. Here we go, tonight. Tonight. Here we go. Green 19, good tonight. Tonight. Here we go, tonight. Green 19, good tonight. Tonight. Here we go. Go. Here we go. Tonight. Here we go. Tonight. Tonight. Here we go. We're good. 331. 331. Tonight. Here we go. Tonight. Here we go. Tonight. Here we go. Tonight. Here we go, tonight. Go. Don't jump. Ready? Set. Here we go. Set. Set. Here we go. Set. Here we go. Set. Set. Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58. Set high. Here we go. Set high. Here we go. Set high. Blue 58, blue 58. Set high. Go. Here we go. We're good. Set high. Here we go. Set high. Here we go. Set high. Here we go. Turbo, set. Set high. Here we go, set high. Set high. Don't jump. Set high. Here we go, set high. Go. Here we go. Set high. Here we go, set high. Set high. Here we go. Set high. Here we go. Set high. Here we go. Set high. Set high. Here we go. We're good. Set high.
Here's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And able to get this out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit. Just as he let that go, and now it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Yellow, 43.
Ball start, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. Set. Hunt. Hunt.
Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his third team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has an opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Right.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Fields on the sneak. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Give to Hall running right. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now it's Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now the Jets will call out a field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Love looking to throw it. That is caught. And a nice spin into some open field. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the... A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
30-yard line.
Go. Yellow.
Off the play fake, Love. That's taken in by Watson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Green Bay Packer. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Lloyd will score. Touchdown, Packers. So part of it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Jets 3.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Paul want to give up the middle. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Fields. And that'll be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
On the ready.
Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Go. Yep, go. 52.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Shotgun snap to Willis. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. It worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Jets.
Duggan looking to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Looking to put a drive together.
Go!
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Flush to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Willis now off of play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Back to throw, Willis. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw, Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Willis. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the gun, here's Willis. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Being chased out left. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And New York set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a second and 10. Up the middle to Davis. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Throwing, Duggan. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Inside give to Davis. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Duggan. He finds his man Johnson. And a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Outright, he's got Rucker. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, New York.
Duggan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Duggan will look to throw this. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. 3rd and 3. He'll try to run for it. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Here's Duggan to throw. Touchdown, Jets! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now Willis to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Duggan now to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on second down. Duggan. This complete to Corley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
First down, Jets.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
McManus on for the Packer field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the Halftime Report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And the tackle going to be made. Right there at the 25-yard line. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Throwing, Cook. That one taken in by Corley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Cook. And oh, he caught it up. And the Packers pick it up. He may go. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
McManus now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witness finished it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the Jets first down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
They run once more with Edwards. Try to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Jets.
Off the play fake. Cook. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL with just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Harrison Davis on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
No.
3rd and 20. Willis.
That's dropped underneath for Wilson. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Cook. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New York.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Cook.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Jets.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Cook.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Cook.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Play action. Here's Willis. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Chris Boyd. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Willis out of the gun. Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
19 targets.
Willis. In trouble, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Cook. It's caught. It's Miller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, "Great job, guys." Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Off play action. Cook. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold the kid. Do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Looking to throw. Cook. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Cook. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now from the gun, here's Willis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Willis from the gun on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth. Down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Come on.
Willis got to have this one. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mecole Hardman. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down in the yard.
Brings up second and 1.
Looking to throw. Cook. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
First down, New York.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So a field goal on this drive could settle things. Remember, no overtime in the preseason.
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Cook looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So the Packers down by 7. A little over a minute to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing, Willis.
Escaping the pressure right. They juked him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Now Willis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Willis to throw.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Down to a knee. Here goes Cook, and that should do it.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.